responsibility for that. You should know who I am. I'm kidding. So listen, I put out a video earlier of a wonderful lady that I've been helping learn some video stuff, and she did a beautiful testimonial. And I was talking to her, and I said, I think it would be really cool if you would do a live testimonial and just tell everybody um, what it's done for you in your business and all of that. And so I have Tanya coming on here in a minute. I look. I'm doing a master class called Video Boss Masterclass on July the 8th at 3 p.m. Eastern. And I'm going to teach everybody in there what I've taught Tanya and a lot more. And it's only 37 bucks. It's $37 to join. And you get lifetime access to the recording as well. So let me bring Tanya on. Tanya, you'll need to unmute. And I can request for you to unmute. There you go. And Tanya, welcome. You're
Hi,
live.
hi, Ken. Thanks for inviting me in.
How many live streams have you done in your life?
This one.
I love it. You're like overcoming all of the things, aren't you? You're just doing it all.
Well, everyone's saying, and my good friend Ken's telling me this is what I have to do. It's the way of the future. I got to get used to it. I got to put myself out there. I got to make these videos. And so here I am.
Well, when we first started talking, and you live here locally in the DFW area, so it wasn't hard for us to get together and talk about this. But when we first started talking, you were like, I don't know, I don't do social media. I don't want anything to do with it. I don't, all of the things, right?
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, well, since attention is really the new currency, it would probably benefit you to show people what you do, what your work is like and how you do it and all of that. And so you came over and I said, let's just meet and talk. And of course you joined the Grow Live Academy, but beyond that, you came over here, we sat down, we talked, and I showed you some things for, I don't know what it was, a couple of hours, I believe.
Thank
Um, and we did, like, I showed you step by step how to create a video. I handed you the phone and said, you're going to do a video. And you said, right now? I said, right now,
you.
right
Yep.
now. And so, oh, there's Gigi. Oh, she reposted it. Thank you, Gigi. You're awesome. So, if you don't mind telling everybody, and it's been a week and a half, so we're not talking a long period of time here. I've done thousands and thousands of videos and live streams, and but talk a little bit about, number one, what your fears were about doing videos and the social media stuff, and number two, oh look, Gigi's, you know Gigi, she's in Grow Live Academy with us.
See?
Yeah, she said you rock. So talk, if you would, just a little bit about what your fears were around live streaming, or doing, not live streaming, but doing videos and stuff. The stuff that you're now doing and how it's benefited you.
I have all the fears that could possibly come into play there. I used to call myself computer illiterate. Actually, the whole thing never worked out for me very well, probably because I didn't sit down and take enough time to really learn how to use this technology. Anyway, I'm embracing that. I'm moving forward. What were my fears? I don't like to hear my voice. I think it sounds weird. I don't like to ever see pictures of me or see me on camera. So there's that. Just name them. I mean, I have all of them, but I'm overcoming all of those. Like I raised 4 kids and I was never allowed to use the camera because mom couldn't even get it right. The picture or the video wasn't even actually a video. It's just a picture of feet, whatever. So
Right.
technology has always been a challenge for me.
Right.
And so I've just stayed away from it. But thanks to Ken, he
Well, tell everybody tell everybody what you do. Like,
oh,
what's your business?
yeah, so I'm an interior designer.
Okay.
And I love, love, love what I do. Passionate about my job. I've designed my entire life. I designed my dorm room. Oh gosh, I'm not going to say how many years ago. Back before anybody did that, I brought wall to wall peach shag carpeting
Wow.
for my dorm room. That was just that was just the floor. That was my first layer. So I've always been into
Wow.
it. My mom very into it. Sometimes we stood in line for food, but she was always had a new piece of Ethan Allen furniture in the house. So, it's
Wow.
in my blood. I After I raised my kids, I started this business and I've just had a ball with it. Being a mom is the best thing I've ever done. This is second best and super, super fun and loving it.
So you do interior design stuff all over the DFW area. I mean, but mainly
North. Yeah.
north, yeah.
Mhm.
So talk about so you're friends with Michelle, who
Yeah.
works for we talked to Michelle. She works for the amazing attorney general here in Texas, and she
Mhm.
referred you to me, and
Yes.
her first words were, look, Tanya needs help with advertising. And I said, okay, well, let's take a look at where she is. And you and I talked, and I said, well, you don't really have much of a social media presence. I don't want to see you waste a bunch of money on ads when people can't even figure out who you are. And so you we ended up meeting, and
Yeah.
I said, look, you've got to put yourself out there and your work, what you've done. People need to see that you're capable and what you've done. So you came over here and you had your computer and you had a lot of pictures and all the things. Um, Talk about that process when we sat down and started talking about that. What was your fear? What was the thing going through your head at the time?
I guess my fear would be that I wouldn't retain all the information you were showing me at the time. There was a lot of it, but then when you said, "Okay, here, make a video," first you said, "Just come casual." I had on like a t-shirt tied in a knot, whatever. I'm like,
Right.
Then after I put myself out there, made the video. Next thing I know, he wants me to post the video. I thought we were just testing this out a minute. So I did it, and then it really lifted a big weight. Just putting the first one out there and being like, "Hey, it's real, it's me." That's
Yep.
how it is. And so, yeah, I guess I always thought you'd have to have a script to go by and all that. I actually tried that with the first video I did on my own, and 30 minutes later, I threw it away and just talked into the camera because it wasn't
Right.
for me at all. So that's how I've come to find the best way to do this for me. But
Which is the way I teach. Like, just be natural, real, authentic. That's what people love. Well, you and I didn't have a script when we went live. I'm like, let's just go live and talk about what you have
right,
done.
right,
You
right.
know, and I think that that's important. So you put out that first video that I did. I mean, I showed you editing, and I helped you edit the first parts. But you like you posted that thing out on social media, just on Facebook, I think, wasn't it?
I shared it to everybody I knowed
Right, right.
because you
So, Talk about what happened after you shared it.
Yeah, I got 4 consults scheduled out of that. I've already had 2 of them, and several calls, a lot of messages. Just it's like it opened up that algorithm you're talking about, and kind of from everywhere, people just started reaching out and commenting and saying things, which had not been happening. Uh,
Yeah,
since I started this business, I've been really blessed with just referral after referral after referral. But
right,
this year, it kind of, I don't know if I ran the streak of everybody who knew everybody. Anyway, so this year I was like, okay, I guess I have to do some type of advertising. Uh,
right.
so that's what led me to you.
And you, so you've done this now for a long time, about a week and a half.
Yep.
Um, you just posted another video, I think your second or third video.
Yep.
Um, and I saw already on the post that somebody commented and wants to talk to you about helping them with
Well,
a
yay.
project.
I will
You
get,
haven't even seen that, have you?
I just posted that a second ago. So,
I know, it was just a lit and somebody already comment now I don't know if that means that they're gonna hire you, but I'm just saying, like,
hey,
they're like, to for anybody in business that wants to or, you know, that I know a lot of influencers on all social media platforms that are constantly trying to figure out the algorithm, how to make it better, how to get more attention. What's up, Joe Ingram? We're live on YouTube and several Facebook pages and X. We're everywhere right now.
I just,
But yeah, Joe's in the Grow Live Academy as well. He's a good friend of mine. But you know, the I'm so I decided because um a lot of people ask me same stuff, like how do you do that thing, how do you um Joe said, I am the influencer Ken is talking about. Joe's an influencer. But you know, like, a lot of people say, how do you do that really cool thing? Or how do you naturally do a video that people aren't going to say you're a goofball, or that you're that you're, and just bypass you and go on to something else. And so I decided to put together a master class, and it's called Video Boss, the Video Boss Master Class. And I'm doing it on July the 8th at 3 p.m. Eastern. It will be recorded, so everybody will be able to go back and watch it at any time. All they have to do is go to kenwalls.com/video boss, which is scrolling across the bottom of the screen right now. And you can get signed up there. It's kenwalls.com/video boss. And Tanya, my question, and of course, you're new at this, but am I a good teacher?
you have been so patient. It's such a great teacher. And so,
There was She didn't know I was going to ask that question, by the way. She could have said, "No, you're a jerk."
as I said, this doesn't come easy to me. So he has been a real champ. He's been very patient, and we have slowly but surely worked some kinks out on things, and I've been able to
Yeah.
figure them out. So he's
And you're doing great. And I encourage everybody, if you have a business or you want to make a bigger impact, you've got to learn how to do video, and you've got to learn, the biggest thing is, and that's why I'm calling this the Stop the Scroll Masterclass, because it's literally about creating almost shock value when somebody's scrolling. You've got to be able, like, the average person on social media scrolls 300 yards a day with their thumbs. And it's like, dude, like, you've got to be able to stop people from scrolling, make them stop and look at your content. At least you've got 3 seconds to grab their attention. And so that's what this masterclass is about, is how to create attention grabbing, scroll stopping content and material that will make people go, I got to see what this chick's talking about, or
yeah,
this dude's talking about. And
that's
it's working for you.
so
What?
so great. I said that's what you've been teaching me.
That's it. I mean, you've got to make people stop. You got to get them to stop and look at your video, because you're literally, and the more that you can put out, the more that you can create and video content. And here you are, you've done this. How many? You've done a lot of homes.
A lot of homes, yeah. At home.
So you have all kinds of pictures and things, befores and afters of things you've done. I mean, you've got content that'll last you forever.
Yep.
This is why Joe wears Speedo thongs in his videos.
Oh, good. That'll get all the attention right there. You can try that, Ken.
I probably won't do that. I'm just saying. No, nobody wants to see all that. But
Uh,
I think that again, I have so many people that will want to hire me to help them with this for one-on-one, and that's thousands of dollars to hire me to do that. But if I can get, a lot of people, there's 500 seats available for this master class. If I can get 500 people all in the same class that are also watching the recording, it's $37. You get the recording for life, and it's learn how to make videos like a boss using some really cool tools, and I'm going to teach all of that in the master class. So Tanya, I really appreciate, I know you got to run out, but listen, I appreciate you so much, and all of your kind words. Like, I know you're
I
saying,
appreciate you more. I'm your biggest fan. You are a great teacher at this. You have serious skill on all the different things. I'm amazed at it. So I know I got the right guy, and I'm excited to take this master class so I can just know all of it and be
uh
able to really promote my business and get to a level of success that I want to achieve. So that's
awesome.
another
Well,
time he's
thank you.
with goals and setting goals and achieving goals. See, he doesn't do just this.
Look, Jose Garza said, I have spent over millions of dollars with Ken. Yeah, you haven't spent millions, Jose, but he has invested a whole lot. So thank you, brother. I appreciate you saying that. That's hilarious, though. And Joe Ingram signed up. So listen, I appreciate you, Tanya, so much. And I appreciate everybody watching. I just want to pop on for a couple minutes with you and have you tell everybody live. So they, and this is the benefit of live streaming. You can't fake energy. You cannot. You can't fake somebody's energy, and you're not faking anything. You're just speaking from the heart. So I genuinely appreciate you, and stay with me. I'm going to end this live stream, but everybody watching, go over to kenwalls.com/video boss and get signed up. It's 37 bucks. I'm teaching for at least an hour and a half, if not 2 hours or more. I don't know. I always try to over deliver and leave people going, wow, that was unbelievable. So, I that's, just go do it. Go sign. It's $37. It's nothing.
Yeah,
It's nothing. So,
it's nothing. I'll see you there.
all right. Thank you. And stay with me. Hang on a minute. I'm ending the live stream. We'll see you guys later. Thank you so much. Drax, I see you
Later,
in the comments. I'll
everybody.
see you guys. See you later. The comments are hilarious. All right. Hang on.